official Inside the Wardrobe Cappies edition, a recap video of everything we've done for the production of this play. So with marketing publicity, we started off by making the posters. We started off by taking pictures of each sibling in front of a white backdrop, and we took those photos into Photoshop, where the whole poster was created. This took us about a week to create. Then we made the program. This took us about 2 weeks to make, which was made by me and Brandon Huang. We kept the consistent theme of the poster throughout the program. Not only did we put our posters around the school, we also put them around our community. We also got our local independent to put these flyers into every customer's bag. We also created multiple social media accounts. On Instagram, a Twitter, a Facebook, a Snapchat, and a website.
With a banner and sweaters that the cast is wearing right now, we further helped publicize our play. We also did daily morning announcements to help promote the play in character so the school could get a taste of what they're coming to see.
We'll take you on a sneak peek of Narnia for $3 during 4th period.
We also did daily homeroom visits to help promote the buyout and popcorn sales. Further, we also did on-the-air interviews with 1310 News and Chess 106 to get our play outside to the community.
We'd also like to give a huge shout out to all those who retweeted our event on their Twitter accounts, which was Andrew Long on Rogers Radio, Trevor McDonald for TM Tinting, Wendy Long for Beyond Events, CTV Ottawa, Caroline Lasso, the CTV news producer and EPA photographer, Randy Little, financial planner, Daytime Ottawa, Kelly Daisy, a movie, TV and book and lifestyle blogger, Eric Bowman from Che 106, Jenny Rutherford, morning host of Country 101. And now time to tell you about the big thing we did, our YouTube channel. We created 30 videos, a video to upload every day in the month of April. Each video took approximately 6 hours to make. That includes editing and filming. I began filming in December. You can see our scheduling and scripting in the board in the cafe room. Our videos range from Meet the Cast videos where we interview the cast.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
Oh, that's a good one.
What do you want?
To Inside the Wardrobe videos where we got a behind the scenes look at the production of the show. That includes props, set, marketing, publicity, and etc. We also made vlogs. We filmed every single rehearsal and compiled them into vlogs per month. So we have January rehearsals, February rehearsals, March rehearsals, and April rehearsals. We created a bunch of fun videos for our audience to enjoy, such as challenge videos.
I put the table on you.
Cast superlative videos, a music video, time-lapse videos, and an official trailer. And we also did a live stream on closing night. You can see all these videos on any of the iPads or electronics in the room. Lastly, we made a bunch of TV spots to put in our atrium TV that you can see when on the way to the show. And now we're going to show you the full trailer after we tell you about our final marketing project, which is the popcorn. This was ran and created by Chelsea Atwood. So every day at lunch, along with our tickets, we sold popcorn of five different flavors for $2, and we made a $1 profit that helped us with the funds for the production of this play. So now sit back, relax, and enjoy the trailer.
There's a few videos.
Look!
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
It appears to be some sort of play.
It appears to be stupid.
It looks like fun! Performance is on April 30th and May 1st. We should go see it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So we have some time to kill.
Let's go that way.
I wonder if they have Turkish delight here.
So
Only 14 more days. Hi there, my name is Jordan Beer, and I was head of props for this year's production of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I've been head of props for a number of different community theater groups in the area, and so I'm used to collecting a large number of props under a small budget. For this reason, assembling the 35 plus props for this show under $150 was not so much of a struggle as you might have imagined. But needless to say, a lot of our inspiration came from cardboard, hot glue, and duct tape, since these props and items to build the props with were readily available. So we've worked really hard on the props this year, and I hope you take a look at what we've done. So to begin with the swords, as you can see them fighting over here, they actually clink when they hit each other, and this is because they are made of solid aluminum. We got a student named Nick Sultan, who's in the shop classes, to build them for us, and he did it by cutting down the solid aluminum to a sword shape, putting the handle on, and then he handed them to the props team, who painted them to the right color. But what hero would be ready for a fight scene without a shield to protect himself? The shield is used extensively during the fight scenes, as he actually has to use it to push people off of him and to make sure that he is protected. So, in order to make sure that it didn't get damaged during all of this wear and tear, we made it several layers thick of cardboard and then covered it in silver duct tape to give it that shield shine. Wonderful paint job we have on here was done by the amazing Laura Kelly. And then, as you can see on the back, we used duct tape around the back to fit his arm so that he could hold onto it here and have it stay stable on this side, and so that it would not fall off during any of the fighting scenes. Oh, and here comes the dwarves. They're always trying to hit Edmund with that. So the whip was one of our most impressive props and most difficult to do. So we started with a really long piece of string that was almost the size of the entire hallway. We had to fold it over several different times. And then we wrapped it in about 7 different rolls of duct tape, white duct tape, like this. Doing this allowed it to have the movement that it has without getting too rigid and still having the right look. Off you go. And the dwarves aren't the only ones in the play who hold weapons. One of the most impressive ones that we have is none other than the wand used by the Ice Queen. We used 3 different Dasani water bottles, and we cut down into the middle part and put them over open flames and then twisted them until they came into the icicle form. We then covered the entire icicle wand in a sparkly nail polish and then glued the 3 pieces together so that she had something that looked like an icicle fitting for an ice queen. And those were just a few of the amazing props that make Narnia the magical land that it is. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy the show.
Hey guys, I'm Grant, I'm the head of the lights.
And I'm Greg, and I'm head of the sound. So what we have is 16 lav mics, which are pretty much just wireless mics. It's controlled by right here, this big bad boy right here. As you can see, it looks very complicated, and it is. But we manage. And David would like to...
So in total, we've got about 200 mic cues. So that's anytime we turn on or off any of the mics. We've got 36 sound effects, which Sam does over here. And Tim, who's not here at the moment, has over 50 music cues.
For lights, we got the light board. Basically, I run all of this and tell the 2 spotlight guys what to do. As you can see, we've got it strategically set up so that it's darker on the witch's side and brighter on the Aslan side. We wanted it that way. It was inspired by the movie because it's always dark in wherever the witch lives.
You're great. Yo, I'll race you there, buddy.
This is where the magic happens.
Alright, so this bad boy right here is pretty much like a wireless receiver. This sends information to that little box right there, full of a bunch of wires and cables, and that sends all the information to the board over there that I was just talking about, and that's how we can control the mic level, volumes, and the way it sounds.
I hope you enjoy the lighting and sound at the play.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Anne, and I was one of the set painters for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. We got to use 6 full flats in order to bring Narnia to life. The rich colors and all of the textures really helped us experiment, whether we were using our brushes or our fingers. So to start off, we only had 3 people painting, which was really tough at times, but I think it was really cool that even a small group of people could paint something as complex as a tree. Moving on, with these flats, we practically had an army of kids coming to help us out. It was really important that we both have the castles facing each other in order to highlight the constant struggle and battle in Narnia. Cair Paravel is Aslan's castle, and it's where the kings and queens of Narnia rule. It was really important to make it look big and regal, but also very welcoming for the children. And because our Ice Queen is no Elsa, we needed to make our castle really spooky and scary to highlight that she was a very, very evil character. I'd really like to thank everyone who came out and painted for us. It really added a new dimension to Narnia. As for you, Cappies, I hope you enjoy the show. Bye.
Hi guys, I'm Allie and I'm one of the heads for the costuming for the play The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm super excited to tell you all about the creative design and techniques that went into making each piece come alive. But first I think I'm going to get into something a little more comfortable. That's much better. Now, as I was saying, there was a lot of brainstorming and techniques that went into each piece. For the witch's costume, we took a wedding dress and cut the bottom of it so the train was at a proper length. Then we took the corset that was underneath and cut it into a half corset, covered the half corset with a regular t-shirt, and took the original top from the dress and placed it back on the t-shirt. We spray painted the bottom of the dress so that it would have an ombre effect while it came up, and painted the top of the dress so that it matched the bottom. We then sewed a cape on the back and spray painted the bottom silver. With a cast this large, it was nearly impossible for me to do all the sewing by myself. So there's a lot of people that went in behind it. So I'd like to say a great thanks to Chantel, Anne, and Laura who were leaders in making these costumes, and any other cast member who went out and got material and made their own costume.
Hi, I'm Chantel and I'm part of costumes. I made the centaur and the fawn legs. How I started out was I got a pair of pants and then I got foam and I measured the length of my leg and I cut them out and then I put them on the pants. I saran wrapped the legs to get the template and then I ended up cutting them out here and here, and then from there I put it onto scrap fabric, pinned it, saw how it looked all together, and then I took it off, put it on the good fabric, the one that I used for this and for Tumnus. For the tail of the centaurs, I got string. I tied them in groups of 3, and then from there I tied the groups of 3 to a group of 3, and then I did that until I had them all tied together. For the hoofs, for the centaur, I got high heel shoes, and then I wrapped wire on them, and then I covered it in Carbondo, and it dries really quickly, so I just let it dry, and then I used an electric sander. And it took a while, but I ended up sanding it off so that it was all smooth. And that is how I made Tumnus and the centaur's costume.
At times, this project seemed like endless cutting, sewing, and pricked fingers, but I think you'll see that it all turned out well in the end. If you'd like to see anything else on the costumes, please look at the costume board in the Cappies room.
Oh, hello. I didn't even see you there. Hi, I'm Jacob, and I'm head of hair. So, obviously, when doing a production like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, there is definitely a high degree of difficulty when deciding all of the aspects of the hair because of the various animals involved in the play. So, because of this factor, I realized that right off the bat, humans portraying animals is very unbelievable. Keeping this in mind, I spent a long time brainstorming all of my ideas and all of the character qualities and animal traits before I finalized all of my ideas and put them into sketches. Okay, that's enough. For example, when I, 1 minute, I have a really bad itch. Ooh, that's better. Where was I? Alright, so, when deciding for the hair for Ulf, I took a lot of my inspiration from the character Wolverine from X-Men and his unique hair qualities that actually mimicked those of a wolf. Now, creating this was very difficult as well. I had to try out a variety of different techniques before I found one that actually allowed me to create these ear-like structures in my hair. So for the beavers, I wanted to incorporate that sort of wet look to their hair, and I was able to do this through the simple use of gel. Hey, Mrs. Beaver.
Hey! Oh, I can feel the wet.
Now, I could go on for hours talking about all my ideas, but you'll be seeing those in no time. Meanwhile, check out all the hair boards for all the sketches and all my ideas, and I hope you enjoy them just as much as I did creating them.
Hi, I'm Jada and I'm the head of makeup. So for the production of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, there was in total 26 cast members. That means 26 faces and there's 6 people doing makeup. The 26 cast members include the Witch, Aslan, the Aslan's Followers, the Witch's Army, the Elf, Father Christmas, Ulf, Tummus, Wood Nymphs, Dwarves, Beavers, Unicorn, Centaur, and as well the siblings. So this is one of the biggest characters of the play, and I wanted to show her because I worked the hardest on her. This is the White Witch, and she is very icy and cold, and I wanted to kind of mimic that. So what I did was I made her look very pale and cold, as well as I put blue around her face to contour, and I put purple to kind of accentuate her cheekbones and around her face to make her look very icy, as well as put a ton of glitter on her face so that she really reflects in the light when she's on stage, and the light really catches her cheekbones and all her facial features. And then I just did a simple smoky eye and just did a little bit of a detail underneath to kind of define her eyes with a blue lip to make her look frostbitten. And this is the next my favorite character that I created, and this is Ulf. So for Ulf, I wanted to mimic a real wolf, so I tried to use different tones of browns so I could create like little hairs and little details in his face to make him look hairy, as well as I made his eyes look very dark, and I used black to really like make his eyes look sultry and as if he's evil, with big eyebrows, and feathered them out a lot to really make that hairy effect, and just gave him black lips and highlighted with some white to really bring out his features. And that's it for the Cappies video. I hope you guys enjoy this show. Any questions?